Alright, so let's say you're doing chest running, or you're getting into chest running, and you're really tired of traveling back to outposts and running all the way to the exit to get to your route. Alright, so this obviously takes like 20 or 30 seconds. Over time, this really adds up. So one easy thing you can do is, let's say I travel back to Vizuna Square. So now I have to run all the way back over there. So one easy thing you can do is you can kind of like glitch the portal. It's not really technically glitching it. I don't know if this was like intentional or not, but what you can do is when you go through the portal for the first time, so you go through your portal, then you go back through it, and then you exit again. And what you do, instead of clicking on the outpost, you just resign. So if I resign now, it takes me really close to the exit. Now, there are some things to note about this. This doesn't work in every outpost. Outposts with multiple portals, it generally doesn't work. So, for example, Zinku Corridor. So this one, you generally spawn in the middle, and there's two portals. There's a portal to Tanaki Temple and to Sunjiang District. So if I run all the way up to Sunjiang, and I exit this portal and do what I just did and resign, it'll actually take me to the other one consistently. So it seems to go by, I'm guessing, like a portal number. Like, so like, let's say there's like portal 1 and portal 2 in terms of like code base. So like, check this out. We'll go back. It'll take me to this one. So you can see here, this is the wrong portal. This is Tanaki Temple, or Tanaki Temple, whatever it is. But interestingly, so if you wanted to CR this, and you resign, it will consistently take you to that portal, to this one. But it'll never take you to the other one. This is also true of Boreas Seabed. If you're trying to do Pongmei Valley, the game wants to take you to this portal for whatever reason, no matter what. So this must be portal 1. So if I run all the way over here to go to Pongmei Valley, and instead of taking me to this portal up here, it'll always place you here, which is a little annoying. Pongmei is a good route for normal mode. For hard mode, I don't think it's really worth it. If you want to blow through lockpicks, it can be. Like if you just want to get like Treasure Hunter, you still can get good drops, but I'd say this is more of a normal mode chest run. So just like before, we just go back, and you can see it takes me to the other portal. So the game basically wants to place you at whatever portal is the first one, or whichever one they created first. I don't know if it does it automatically, but it's consistent. So certain outposts have different portals. You can do Pongmei this way, but there's not as many chests from what I can tell. There are chests in this region, but when you go this way, more chests spawn over here. You can do it from Matu Keep as well, but people generally run it from Boreas Seabed. But the point is, especially if there's only one portal, so like this, the Undercity route is quite good for this. Imperial Sanctum / Raisu Palace is good, because look how far away I spawned from the portal. There's only one exit though, and you will spawn next to that one. So this it can be very useful to do it here. So I'll just show some more popular ones. I'm not sure what Kaining, oh no, I know for a fact Kaining is the one you want, so check it out. We'll get to our portal. So what you have to do is you have to go through the portal, come back, and exit it again. And then every time you resign, it'll place you at whatever is the first portal. Not the first one you use, like the first one in terms of which one was created or what like order they're in. It's another person chest running. All right, so now if I resign, it'll take me right next to it. So this will speed up your routes so you can get in more chests. This is really good for Sanctum, Undercity. You can use it in Kaining Center. It's the same thing. It's just for this one, it'll spawn you right here. So this is for the Plagueborn. I'll show the routes too, because it's like a very basic one. Let's do this really quick. And if you travel using the map, it will not work anymore. So you have to, if you like go to your guild hall, you have to do this again, or else it'll just place you in a random spawn point. So ones that are good to do this are Vizuna Local Quarter for Undercity routes, Kaining for Plagueborn routes, Zinku for Celestial chest run routes, and Imperial Sanctum for the like Oni Blade routes / Forbidden Stabs and all that. This one can be decent. I think Undercity's a little bit better for Plagueborn, but this one's not bad, especially if you don't have a factions character, because you do need to have a factions character to get to that outpost. Or I think if someone takes you there, that's doing the mayhem in the market, they can take you there. But then you just type Resign, and it puts you right next to the exit. So that's pretty useful. So yeah, you have Kiting Center, Imperial Sanctum, Vizuna Local. I don't recommend. Some people chest run Weijin Bazaar. It's kind of annoying to do. I don't think it's really worth it. I think Pong Mei's better, but you can do that. And then of course Zinkou is good. It's this portal that takes you to Tanakai. I can show that route really quick. It's a Celestial route. So what you do is you just so I just showed a Plagueborn routes. And you can have suites. Like if you have suites, I usually have them on me, but because I've been using the Resign thing, you can keep these on you. You can't sell these to the merchant, so you can just put them right there just to like speed up getting to your thing. It only shaves off like 5 seconds or so it's really not super useful. I mean, 5 seconds times 100 is 500 seconds, so it's just a few minutes over time. Nothing too crazy, but you just reset like this. This route is okay. There's another route I'll show for Celestial. So this video will be just like this tip plus some routes and factions that you can run. Celestial is kind of iffy. I'm not a huge fan of it, but you can run it. So the upside of this route is there's no armor drops. So like if you do Vermin, I believe there's armor drops, but in this there's no armor drops. So it's just weapons and items, and the mob is Temple Guardians. They're level 20. So you can get Q8s too, but Q8s are incredibly rare. I did get Q8 daggers. Max Q8 daggers are 7 to 16. So I'll show those in a second, just for the hell of it. So there's the big upside to this route versus the Vermin route is that it's really easy. So like if you have a hard time getting like stuck on Vermin all the time, this is like an easier Celestial route. It takes around, I want to say, like a minute to get to the chests, and there's like 1 to 4 chests. So like you average 2 chests a run. The main spawns, there's like a spawn over here. They can spawn here. You want to check that. There's a chest right there. If you go in more, there can be a chest, and then if you go this way more, there can be a chest. So you can see they're level 20 Temple Guardians. Let's see what we get. Cockatrice Staff. Okay, and then you can run this way to check this. There's usually a chest here. There it is. And then if you go deeper in there, there's usually a chest too. So, let's see. I'm not even at 2 minutes yet, and I already had 2 chests. That's not bad. Generally, a route is good if you get a chest a minute, I would say. These can knock you down with their melee attacks, so be aware of that. Got a Kiting Axe. I have a Q9 15/50 of this. Oh, it's clean value. If only it had a good mod, Mr. Clean might want it. I don't know if he wants the skin though, but you can check down here too. So check this out. You can do one of these. Just wait for someone, need the right angle. There we go. Sometimes there's a chest over here as well. Yeah, there it is. So 3 chests. I usually bring Balance Stance on this because I'm factions only, but you definitely want anti-KD here because these things are really annoying and they'll just keep knocking you down as you're trying to get the chests. Shit. I need you. Come on, there we go. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, that's you need Balance Stance or I'm unstoppable. But yeah, that's that route. Also just Resign. So 3 chests in like 2 minutes. That's pretty decent. It's you average like 2 to 3, but you can get 1 sometimes none, but it's very rare. It's not chest run route. But yeah, that's a pretty good tip for. I'll show you the other Celestial one. I believe this one works for Resign as well. If it takes you to Napoi, I can show you a route for that. It's an Ampha route that can drop bow staves, but they're not too common, so don't get your hopes up. Like, just because bow staff drops there doesn't mean it's common, so. Alright, let's check this out. I'm fairly certain. You'll know, because if you exit the thing, it'll take you. Yeah, so this one is resignable. And you can always test it, right? So like if you enter the portal and it takes you back into the same portal, you can resign there, and that's where you will end up. So that's it's a pretty useful thing to know. If you're going to be because when you chest run, you open like thousands of chests. I'm about to make a video of like the difference between hard mode and normal mode chest running and what the pros and cons are, because that actually is like worth considering when doing this. So there is one annoying thing about these. They have entangling asp, so you definitely want like shadow form or vow of silence or anti-KD. Either is fine. And you can actually farm these too. They're level 18. They're quite easy to kill. There's like a bunch of builds to farm these if you want to just farm celestial stuff. But honestly, in my experience, chest running is way more consistent than farming, because you're guaranteeing yourself a purple or a gold drop, and that like when you farm, it's so much more RNG based. I don't really think it's worth it to farm, personally. I mean it can be like Winds of Change farm seems like if you're gonna do a farm, that would probably be the one to do. Yes, there is. There is a Kurzik faction guild in legit. A different alliance. I just like burned through dash. All right, so this one you check this whole area and then you check over here. This boss can mess you up though. He has some pretty good spike with what is it? What's his elite skill? He just used it. I think I have it. It's under crit. Seeping Wound. He can hit like 40s on you, armor ignoring. And then for this one you just resign. This one's much faster than the other one. The other one I like the other one because I'm pretty sure vermin drop armor. I could be wrong. If they don't, then this one's just better. You're probably better off just dealing with the vermin because this route is much faster. The other route's not bad though. I've had some good luck with it in hard mode. They're both similar though, as far as I can tell. I think that the main difference is with vermin you get more like junk martial skins, and with the temple guardians they tend to drop more caster things, which tend to have more value, especially if you get good mods. So it really depends. Overall, they both drop like Celestial Pool, like Cockatrices. What's the other skin? The wand. I can't think of the name right now. It's like a fish. Oh yeah, Koi Scepter. They drop Koi Scepter, Crenellated Blade, or Crenellated, whatever it is. Koi Scepter, Celestial Scepter, Celestial Staff. So all the Celestial martial weapons drop inscribable. Celestial Staff and Scepter do not. So something to consider. That does kill the value of them. So if you get a Q9 15/50 Celestial Sword, it's worth like 3 to 5e. Whereas like another sword would be worth well over that. This is a great route to bring heroes with like prot, and like you could use command instead of tactics. I'm factions only, so that's why I run that. But just give them a ton of prot and like charge and shit, or in your case fall back and incoming. They'll help you tank. Can easily get through the routes. Like most of these dudes will live. They get body blocked, but as long as you know like how to chest run solo, like it's just pretty easy. So especially in normal mode. All right, so you can kind of see here. All right, so yeah, thanks for checking this out. If you like Guild Wars content, definitely subscribe. I make a lot of it. If you like this video, definitely like it. It'll help me out. I'm trying to make videos to help like players who are getting into chest running learn things about it. I'm still learning things about it too, but I've made a good amount of money from doing it over the years. Like just recently, I like seriously got into it. I used to chest run like a while ago, but I didn't really make like too much money. But since I like learned better routes, I've been making good money. So I've been showing people like good routes that are profitable. But yeah, definitely subscribe. Definitely like the video, or don't. You don't have to. It's up to you. But yeah, thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you in another video.